You carried the weight of their size. The space you took up felt heavy, like your needs were stones in their shoe. You learned to shrink, to apologize for existing in the way you do. You became fluent in "I'm fine," expert in changing the subject, master of the polite smile that never quite reached your eyes. You perfected the art of disappearing behind the act. You mistook self-reliance for self-worth. Thought needing nothing meant you were strong. But strength without connection is just exhaustion wearing a mask of independence. You normalized the ache. Believed this was just how you were wired, that your presence was optional, that your true self was too much to be held. You equated asking for help with weakness. Believed that leaning on others meant you were failing them. So you carried the load alone, even when your soul craved support. But what if the load was never yours to carry alone? What if the ache wasn't a reflection of your worth, but a signal from the part of you that's been growing? You fear what happens if you stop carrying it. If you ask for help, will they be overwhelmed? Will you be too much? That underneath, needing support means you were never strong enough? You've worn the label of needy like a scarlet letter, not realizing it was also a sign of being human, a sign that your heart is still open, still reaching, still becoming. You've learned that being difficult meant being rejected. So you numbed, you distanced, you buried the feelings so deep, you forgot they were yours to feel and honor. The truth is, the carrying itself is the exhaustion, the performing, the numbing, the constant management of how much space you take up. It's what's draining you. You've been told to be easy, to not make waves. But what if being easy is what's keeping you from being truly seen and supported? You've spent so long being the character everyone could handle, you've almost forgotten what it feels like to just be, to exist without a script, without needing to manage the image of your burden. What if letting go of the load isn't failure? What if it's the bravest act of self-respect you can offer? What if it's the first step towards becoming who you are meant to be? You are not too much. You are not broken. You are human. And being human means having needs, having feelings, having a right to exist and take up space as you are becoming. Real support, real love, isn't built on your performance of independence. It's built on your presence, exactly as you are, messy, complex, and whole. And becoming. Healing is not about erasing the past. It's about integrating it, making peace with the part of you who learned to carry the burden and giving her permission to rest, to grow, to be becoming. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to be uncertain. You are allowed to take up space without apology. You are allowed to become. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the world taught you that your presence was heavy. It's about coming home to yourself as you become. You don't have to carry it anymore. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to be perfect. You can start right where you are, honoring the part of you that's been waiting to unfold. Start listening again. To your body. To your boundaries. To that small voice that whispers, "This doesn't feel right." It's time to stop normalizing what harms you and start honoring what helps you become. You are worthy of love exactly as you are. Not for the act you put on, but for the beating heart beneath it. Not for your performance, but for your presence, becoming. Healing is not about erasing the past. It's about rewriting the story. Not to forget the pain of carrying, but to understand its role and reclaim your power to become. The burden you carried was never yours alone to bear. It was a weight placed upon you by a world that didn't understand. And now, it's time to lay it down. You are not broken. You are human. You are complex. You are worthy of love, support, and gentle healing, exactly as you are, becoming. If this resonated with you, you're not alone. Sometimes the deepest wounds are the quietest. For a gentle guide to help you identify, understand, and begin to heal these hidden parts of yourself, explore the link in the description.